Hello and welcome to another Let's Play. Me, GamerWolfSix of the Smoke Room. Before we start, if you're interested in playing this game, you can get it for free on itch.io, and if you want to support them and or get the newest version earlier, then you can go to their Patreon. So, on the last Let's Play, they found the body. I was right. And then yeah, we kind of hunkered down in the saloon while like, is it a riot or is it just protest or something like that? I don't know. It feels like people are going, hey, we think it's this person. Other people going, hey, we think it's that person. Also, we're in this periwinkle lounge, and I'm deciding who to pick. A friend was like, well, who you pick, if you pick one person, you kind of are, you still see other people, but that's pretty much fitting in their route. Which, boy, I think, oh darn, I didn't actually see who Nikolai is. He's the big guy, right? I think. I was thinking of going for Cliff, because, I don't know, femboy-ish. Well, not femboy, that's what he said yesterday. But, let's see. It's Stout, then it's Fox, then it's maybe Badger, then it's a Coyote. Like, I was feeling like Cliff all day, but then I'm like, telling him the truth. That does seem interesting. Like, the three things that this could cause. One, he gets my confession, doesn't believe me, and get killed. Two, he does believe me and will try and figure a way out of this. Three, it's one of those things where there's always an inopportune moment, just all the time. Oh, well, I guess. We'll have to see. And I do like big guys. I'll go with him. Anyways, oh yeah, and maybe we'll go see the other four paths. I'm not sure if they're completed. I think they might. I'm not sure, and I'm also not sure how long the game is. Anyways, I'm just not sure about the weasel or the fox right now. The noise in the room isn't getting any quieter. I can't stop thinking about how I'm in a room full of noisy, panicked people, and that I'm the direct cause of it. Of all the nights for Nick to stay away, I wish he wouldn't have picked this one. I'm not in the right mindset to work. I need somebody to talk to. And I can feel like something is staring at me. From somewhere above, or somewhere below, where no one else can see it. But I can feel it. Back when I felt its breath on my neck. This is only going to get worse, isn't it? You know, Sam, you're really lucked out with, wow, that came out of nowhere, with the picks tonight. Why, if I were in your shoes, I'd have an orgy. You let me alone. The room has quieted some. Some of the girls look at me. I hadn't meant to yell that loud, but it feels like everything is coming out tonight. Cynthia looks at me, as if she has something on her mind, as if she has something she can't decide to ask or not. Murdoch's eyes narrows as he frowns. Yeah, the audio seems good. I actually haven't checked it, but I will. Cliff looks at me, then the foxes, looking hapless. Then to the foxes, like more than one fox. Why are you looking at foxes? Thought you had eyes for me, man. I'm not gonna work tonight. Too spooked. If I may be bold, Sam, I'm spooked plenty of nights, but I'm half as tall and weigh 2/3 as less as you. So what's your real excuse for turning away business like this? I might have soured the mood myself some. Playful distractions can make things worse for some folks, not better. I'm sorry I was so casual with you, Sam. I feel there's no reason for everyone to be so tense. The West is a wild place, after all. I welcome some excitement. Nothing much exciting about this, I'm afraid. The mining and the railroad workforce are the livelihood of this town, so if they aren't satisfied soon, it could mean big trouble. The mining union has made noise before, but it's never been this pressing at this hour. The door behind us opens suddenly. I stare at William. Our glances meet, but his gaze doesn't linger. Attention, folks. There's nothing left to fuss about. Todd handled this crisis. Everything's under control. You're all permitted to go now, but I should hope I don't have to point out how foolish it would be to leave the building tonight. I'm considering circumstances. I won't be held responsible for your necks, so act accordingly. Some of the girls let out sighs of relief. Cynthia is already walking away with Cliff. She whispers into his ear, and he turns back to look at me, but her stride doesn't allow him to tarry. I wonder if whoever made this game had to look up, like, let's see, Dictionary of Old-Timey Western Words. She rushes him towards one of the many doors leading to the halls. Murdoch lounges on one of the couches some ladies have vacated. His eyes are half-lidded, and he looks frightfully bored. He dismisses every woman that approaches him, and they leave with a shrug. Also, I feel it's a bit too early to pick anybody, you know? But more not to, I remember doing that, being like, hey, you just met these people. Sit next to them, and somehow railroad yourself into a relationship with them. I take a step toward William. My heart pounds my chest, and the sweat goes cold as it soaks into my fur. William? Sam. I swallow hard. Ooh. I need to talk to you about something urgent. Can it wait? I grab his wrist and hold it, drawing my claws. My hands were shaking. My voice was hoarse. No, William, it really can't. William hums and tuts. Fine. You got someplace quiet to talk? My room. Son of a bitch. It better be important, Sam. I taste the inside of my mouth. Like, you always do. Nod, and then march forward. Like, I'm absolutely fascinated how this would turn out, Will? Well, you have my attention. Tell me, what's so important that you need to drag me here? I take a deep breath. I think about a lot of things before I can say what I'm about to say. Now let's see. Probably isn't going to be the thing where I get immediately hanged. There's also that he just wouldn't believe me. I don't know. I have to figure out. I figure that even if I did get away with killing Jack, scot-free, that wouldn't matter to God. What if he didn't... What if what I did cannot be changed, and I know I'm going to pay for it? But what I can't handle now is the fear and guilt that the constant looking over my shoulder. If I'm finished, I want to feel finished, not this wretched in-between waiting for the pin to drop. I knew that miner William, the dead one. Did you know? Oh, did you now? I breathe in. I breathe out. He was real nice at first. Sometimes I'm still convinced that he didn't mean it, that he was desperate enough to do something wrong, do the wrong thing at the last minute. That's how earnest it felt. At least, how earnest it felt to me. Made all sorts of promises. Made me feel wonderful things that I hadn't felt in all my life. Then he led me down into the mines. I have to stop to clear my throat. Took my money. Took my dignity. Tried to leave me there to die. William's eyes narrow as his gaze bores into me. So after he attacked me, I got him first. I killed Jack, William. Like, I don't know William well enough, but I'm like, probably not the smartest move, especially since how could a Wild West town figure out, who done it? But it's like, I lost my train of thought, sorry. I'm the real reason the riot formed outside today and tonight. The big coyote shifts uncomfortably. He steps forward and grabs my shoulders. Okay. Here's what you're gonna do, right now. He was biting his lip, and there was something wild in his eyes. At first, I thought I wanted this. Now, every fiber of my being is waking up. My brain is screaming that I want to be alive. I look down at his belt and notice William's gun. You're going to tell me everything from the beginning. That calms me down a little. How you met him. How you got yourself into this mess. How he attacked you. How you fought back. There's also the fact that, my character was, wounded and bedridden for a couple of days and, had one hell of a wound in the back of his head, which usually pertains to a sneak attack, So I agree, and I tell him everything. Promises, that happy week, the mineshaft, the bags of rocks, and the pickaxe. I show him my scar, too. William hums and lets go of me. So that's your story, then. Here's what I think. I think putting that pickaxe between the eyes of that waste of space was the least stupid thing you've done during your stay in Echo. What? I hear the wood beneath my feet creak as I shift my weight. I'm not sure that I'm hearing these words correctly. I've seen your balls plenty, Sam. But here's the first occasion that makes me think you've got him. If you ain't lying to me, he played you like a damn fiddle. I can't believe his reaction. Nothing is making a lick of sense. I need to repeat myself. William, I'm a murderer. Unless you lied to me, boy. Bullshit. You think I'm a murderer for ever putting a bullet between a bastard's eyes? Done it more than once. Do you think you're the first to spill blood in Echo? Do you have any idea how many duels go south? How many bar fights, opium cake seizures, and drunken arguments I've had to mop off the floor of this town? When it comes to life and death scenarios, there are winners and there are losers. I know you, Sam. You wouldn't hurt a fly unless you were forced to. Frankly, it's one of your worst qualities. Part of me still can't believe what I'm hearing. Was William telling me the truth? William knows more about the law than I ever will. Did I really do nothing wrong? Well, yeah, you didn't do anything wrong. All of this fear, all of this self-hatred, was it really all for nothing? For the love of God. Please, don't bawl like a woman in front of me. I wipe my warm tears away from my cheeks and nod. So what now? Now, that's a fine question. Protocol is they take you into custody tonight and reveal your confession to the public in the morning. Then, you present your case formally, and I prepare it for a judge, and you wait for your trial. After that, I do some investigating. I present the evidence we found in the mines. If it all aligns with your story, I'd recommend no charge against you. So, that's what we're going to do, then? Oh, absolutely not. James Hendricks is involved now. The mob of angry miners think it's all his fault. But it isn't. You drag thousands of desperate men to a shithole, promise them a dream of a house and a future. Then you pay them in peanuts, and you expect that isn't a powder keg waiting to go off? But that doesn't make James a killer. I'm the one who did it. That's a good line. If you're feeling suicidal, save it for the trial. My head is spinning. I don't understand what you're talking about. I just want to do what's right. It's true, you don't understand plenty, so let me make it plain. James Hendricks owns the mine, but he doesn't own the town. As rich as his family is, they ain't trusted. James' granddaddy left people feeling uneasy, and his grandson's frivolous and neglectful. Town leaders don't like him, or his shitty automobiles. Half his workforce hates his guts. But he'll send any amount or put on any performance for the town's leaders he wants to win over. He'll spend any amount. If you come forward with the truth, that'll get you killed. That you killed a man in self-defense. Sorry, I'm better today than I was yesterday, but still, sometimes just I believe James would do anything in his power to make the workers that hate him feel less embarrassed. He wants them to like him. Hating you would be so easy. I was afraid of something like that from the start. Anyway, it ain't right. I don't deserve that. No shit, it ain't right. But it's true. Then, what am I going to do? First thing you're going to do is quit your bitching. Like I said, it's a normal situation. We have a trial, you'd be free to fill your mouth with cream all night, or whatever else you do with yourself to stay busy. This ain't a normal situation. So you keep your mouth shut and forget what you told me. And as for James, well, let's let that fester. Everything feels heavy again. I thought confessing would stop all this, but it just keeps happening to me again and again. But what am I supposed to do right now? At this very night? I was getting to that. Gonna suck my balls. But you're not going to like it. I haven't liked any of this, William. Murdoch has pictures of the body, but we haven't had the opportunity to visit the crime scene. So, wait, hold the phone. Murdoch, the camera guy, went to the scene to take pictures, but the actual sheriff of the town hasn't been to the crime scene? What have you been doing? I want you to show me where it happened, and where the bag of rocks was. My heart is beating against my ribcage. I think I can feel the breath on my neck again. Why do you need me? In that place. For such a thing. Because we're going tonight. I want to see for myself that you didn't lie to me. I don't want to go there, William. Don't worry. Big Dilf will protect you. It's either that, or I take you into custody tonight. But you said you wouldn't do that. That's the only way I'd be able to keep an eye on you before this matter settled. Okay, so I can understand the sheriff going out of town for a thing, but what about, Sam? Grab the lantern and be ready in 5 minutes. I cursed to myself. There's no way I'm sitting in a jail cell. But the memories of that place are warming me up to the idea of iron bars. I don't want to die just yet. And if what William says is true, and I haven't done anything wrong, maybe things will be okay. Maybe going back down there for just a little while will be the worst of this. I breathe in, breathe out. The lantern's handle is cool to the touch when I grasp it. I lift it from my vanity and head out the door. I can see William waiting for me at the bottom of the stairs. The Red Fox is there too. He looks a bit haggard, and I can read the agitation in the twitches of his tail. You still need me after all this? Hush up, we've got places to be. I have other obligations early in the morning. Oh, he looks so cute with that look. Just want to ruffle his hair. which would probably be all greased because it's got pomade in it or something. You're getting paid for your obligations tonight. You'll manage. Very well, sir. The sudden change in the fox's tone, expression, and general cheeriness unnerved me. He went from irate to amiable at the drop of a hat. I reach for the bottom of the stairs, and suddenly both the men give me their attention. Wait, you mean him? He's our man. Really? The fox stated in confirmation rather than a question. I'll let you lead the way then, sir. Sam will light the way. Would you like me to hold the light for you, Sam? Don't. I want his hands busy. I don't have anything on me. Just a precaution, Sam. Even if that's true, I don't like being treated like a prisoner. I open the door. I'm rattled by the hulking shadow that had been waiting just behind the doorframe. Sam? So that is Nick. Nick? I hate how croaky my voice sounds. The badger quickly looks around, catching William and Murdoch next to me. Oh, William. He looks at me, and I can tell he recognized the guilt on my face. He was there that day. He saw my energy and knew where I was coming from. Where are you taking him? Calm yourself. We don't need none of that. Frankly, it's a matter of the law. Sam claims to be a witness. That may or may not hold water. Did he now? I nod slowly. Herm. Nick adjusts his hat and looks behind him, looking more and more like somebody was hitting him each growing second. It looks as if he's considering whether or not to leave at this moment. It would be handy to have more folks along who are familiar with the mines. Is that so? Oh, come along then. He was going to want to know everything. I don't know if I have the energy to spill the worst thing that happened in my life twice in a day. So, are we also bringing Cliff along with us, or something? Because it seems like the whole gang's here, or about to be. Sam doesn't know the mines too well. I'll let you know if he's steering you wrong. I don't know whether or not I feel grateful or betrayed by that comment. I know Nick knows. He saw straight through my lie 2 weeks ago. He probably just put all the pieces together, which is why he must have missed my appointment with me, and only now intended to see me. He walks behind me, marching forward. Do you mind if I talk to him in private, William? No concern of mine, so long as you're within 30 paces of us. I stare ahead, feeling nothing, as we walk between shops. A few tumbleweeds pass us. So, you must have heard about Jack today. My mouth dries out. Hard news to ignore. And you know that all of my people are upset about it too? Things like this can snowball. Ooh. But also, it's like we're supposed to keep this a secret, but we've told everybody we came across. Hey, Cynthia, I'm a murderer. Of course. But they probably wouldn't have if my folks knew where you were 2 weeks ago. You could have told me, Sam. No, I probably couldn't have. But you're not ready to hear that, are you, Nick? So I just look away and think about what to say next instead. Lights of a few miners shine at us as they look a few blocks ahead. There's more than a few of them huddled in groups, bantering with one another. Get along home, fellas. The chattering of the miners stops as they recognize William's voice. We don't hear much more from them. Footsteps behind me stop. Is he alright? Sam, you have to go left here. What? My voice comes out a mumble. You'll loop back to the hip if you go that way. He's right. It takes more willpower than I thought to stop myself. I swerved to the right, leading us up the dirt road. We walked for a good 5 minutes or so without any words spoken between the four of us. William? I keep walking. What, Sam? What if somebody moved the rocks when we get there? Doesn't seem likely. It's been 2 weeks. I feel Nick tighten beside me as I say that. We could check for signs of him. But if I'm being honest, it sounds more likely that you made up a detail than somebody moved bags full of rocks on their own accord. That you made up a detail. If that area... Wait, who's saying that? Oh, William. If it's the area where we found Jack, it hasn't been in use for some time. My feet stumble. I hadn't realized Nick was one of the people who found Jack. I don't know if I could have stomached seeing what was left of him. Nobody would have cleared him out for hazard prevention. So if Sam says they're there, then they will be there. I expect them to be. But if they ain't, one lie tends to lead to reveal more lies. Wouldn't the guy take the pictures of the area? What's his name? I'm not lying. I didn't say you were. A light shines on the road ahead of us. As we move closer, a lanky figure meets us. Oi, who's out there? Oh yeah, I've seen him before. I don't know who he is. I guess a miner? Stand down, Todd. The only other person I remember is, the Ram, who I guess is the, capitalist guy who owns everything, or at least the mine. William? Oh yeah, I remember seeing like a YouTube video of him eating pies or something. You're back earlier than I thought. I can agree on that. How goes the patrol? Oh, maybe he's a deputy then? He does kind of look deputy-ish. In some ways better than expected. Was worried when I saw the cap light from up ahead, but it was just Nick and the rest of you. There's more compliance than I thought there would be, but it might be only temporary. Some folks are going to want to talk to you tomorrow. I'll attend to it. But something else came up. Such as? The otter takes a breath. I've been feeling funny, so it might have been nothing. Well, what did you think you saw, Todd? The otter rubs his neck. Dancing ladies. Dancing ladies? That's what I said, William. Dancing ladies. A group of 3, with picnic baskets, prancing into the mine. Dancing ladies shouldn't be going into fucking mine, Todd. What the hell? That's why I was hesitant to report it, sir. I don't think they were real. Fuck's sake, Todd. Are you on something? No, sir. No, sir. I'm clean as a whistle. But I might be running a fever. Folks say it's normal in these parts to get sick and see things, especially when they're working long hours and low on water. Ain't nothing normal about seeing 3 ladies prance into a mine with picnic baskets. Jesus Christ, Todd. The otter shuffles. He's clearly embarrassed. That we can agree on, sir. Well, we're going into the mines anyway. That unnerves the otter quite a bit. Oh, what for? Need extra eyes on this one. He points at me. He's showing me something important. But I don't expect he'll do anything stupid, because his word is on the line. That means I'm going to need you back in town near the station. Todd's brow lifts as he whistles. I can do that. No trouble at all. Good, let's move. So wait, is he keeping eyes on me, or is he going into town? I don't know. Think it's a ladder? Oh, Todd, before I forget. The otter turns on a dime and gives William his full attention. If we're not back before dawn, put up a warrant for Sam here. Yes, sir. The otter trots off, and I'm trying to feel the effect of his words that hit me. But I don't feel anything right now. Instead, listlessly, I move forward. I guess it's a good time to call it, especially since, we just got to the mine and we hit that 30-minute mark. And my clothes are going to be done in about 11 minutes. So anyways, that's going to be the end of this Let's Play. I was a bit worried starting this Let's Play because like, who I'm going to pick? And I was like, well, how about we pick the guy that would be interesting. And yeah. Though, let's see. Things that I might predict. I mean, this is supposed to be a horror thing, so maybe we'll come across some eldritch horror thingamajigger or monster, I don't know. Maybe we'll go to the mine and there's nothing there, maybe there's something there, I have no idea. But yeah, that's gonna be the end of this Let's Play, I guess. I really didn't... I thought he was just going to be like, well, you're just gonna have to lie low for a while, Instead of being, I guess, like, actually both good and good cop, something cop, where he's like, well, I mostly believe you, but we're gonna have to check it out. Like, you're definitely not going to do the whole confession thing, because you're gonna get killed for doing that. But instead, we're going to check out the stuff to get, like, info or whatever. So, end of this Let's Play. So, comment, guys, comment, say what you like, dislike, tips, tricks, otherwise, if you like my YouTube and like to grow. Then please like, subscribe, and check out the videos to help it grow. Please remember to spay and neuter your animals, help control the pet population. If you want to play this game, it's on the channel for free, and if you want to support them or get the news version, you can go to their Patreon. And until next time, on another Let's Play by me, GamerWolfSix of the Smoke Room, Build 23. So thanks and see ya.